Next, let's talk about your I-20. Your I-20 is a record of everything you have done as an F1 student in the United States. Your I-20 is really important, so don't ever throw it away. Keep all of your I-20s together and keep them safe. At the end of June 2015, the SEVP completely revamped the layout of the I-20. You may have an old I-20 that looks something like this. You should receive a new I-20 from Cambridge College that looks like this. If you do not yet have a new I-20 from Cambridge College, or if the I-20 you received from Cambridge College is the old version, please come see me so that I can print out a new I-20 for you. At the top of your I-20, on the left, you will see your SEVIS ID number. It starts with N00. You will need this number for things like transfer, change of status, and reinstatement. Next is your level of study. You will have either bachelor's, master's, or certificate on your I-20. This tells you how many credits, minimum, you are expected to take in each required term. Double-check your I-20 to make sure your level of study is correct. Next are your program dates. Your program start date should be the start date of your first term of study. Your program end date is calculated based upon the maximum amount of time you could possibly need if you only study the minimum number of required credits and only study during the required terms. You will most likely graduate well before your program end date, which is fine. It's very easy to shorten your I-20. If something happens and you need more time to complete your degree, if you get sick or are injured and need to take some time off, or there's an emergency back home and you need to take a leave of absence, then I can extend the end date on your I-20, but only if you notify me before the end date. If you notify me afterwards, it's a lot more complicated and expensive to extend the date. Please mind your I-20 end date very carefully. You don't really want to expire before you finish your studies. And finally is your travel authorization. If you look on the back of your I-20, you'll see down at the bottom a piece that reads, "This page, when properly endorsed, may be used for re-entry of the student to attend the same school after a temporary absence from the United States. Each certification signature is valid for 1 year." If you will travel outside the United States for any reason, to any destination, for any length of time, you must have a valid signature on your I-20, not just on the front, but on the back as well, in order to return. These are valid for 1 calendar year from the date of the signature. So if I sign your I-20 on March 15 of 2015, it will be valid through March 14 of 2016. If you don't have a signature, or if the signature is outdated, or if your signature is from a different school, you will have a lot of trouble coming back to the U.S., or might not be allowed to enter at all. So this wraps up your F1 documents.